What's up, guys? NepentheZ here, and welcome back to another episode of the Arsenal Evo RTG. I have committed to basically every evolution. This account is in such a good state with the team, and of course, the rewards are now meaningless. And so I thought, instead of having loads of Evos just kind of sat there and me waiting for the right moment, let's just commit to it. Let's get these Evos in. Let's try and have some fun with these new players that we can Evo up. There is a little bit of theme to most of them, which is great. But the first thing we're going to be doing is actually getting rid of this Gabriel Jesus. It's a bit of a shame to see him go because he's got 5-star. But the truth of the matter is this card did not get anywhere near the team now anymore because he's just not good enough. He's got good dribbling, although low composure. And then the rest of his stats are a bit mediocre. He only has 3 playstyles and 1 playstyle plus. And in place of this Gabriel Jesus, we are going to get this Gabriel Jesus. Oh, it's a much better card. It might only have 5-star skill moves and 3-star weak foot, which is a bit of a pain, but it's got plus chemistry, which doesn't matter, but is nice and helpful. He's got much more pace, way more shooting, a little less passing, way better dribbling and physical, and more importantly, a massive boost to play styles. He's going to have power header plus, which is pretty poor to be fair, power shot, Trivela plus, still will have relentless, of course, trickster, first touch, flair, rapid, and technical. And I think he actually might replace Russo by the time he's fully evoed. So we are going to start this evolution on him, and that just leaves nuclear defender, which I can't do because none of the players fit. So we're just going to ignore that one there. And that leaves me down at 100,000 coins now as well. What other Evos are we doing? We are going to get Allaire finished because why wouldn't we do the Showdown Winners boost too? We nearly finished on him in the first segment. We've got a lot of games to play and win to get him fully evoed up. He's going to be a lot of fun to play with though, of course, whilst we're evoing him because he's massive. He's got that aerial ability and he just suits the way I play. We've got to finish Kai Havertz as well, but he's got 8 days left and he'll be one of the last ones we do because we already have his 94 rated card. I've put Thomas Partey into Team of the Season plus Protector because once he gets fully evoed, I have a feeling he could be good in game. Yes, I know the 3-star is not going to be very good, but he's mostly lengthy, 6'1", medium-high work rates, with good sprint speed, shooting we don't care about, insane passing attributes, and more recently than ever before, I've started to value passing attributes like never before. And I was sitting there looking at him thinking, man, that agility and balance isn't good, but he's got Jockey Plus, which really negates that low agility and low balance when we're jockeying with him, which is only really when you care about the agility and balance. Otherwise, brilliant dribbling, good defending, and good physical. We'll probably put an anchor chem style on him to boost that physical further up. And then he'll have press proven, slide tackle, tiki-taka, long ball pass, ping pass plus to go with that jockey plus. And it might not be a great card overall, but like I said to you guys before, one of the things that we're going to be doing now that we've got our Arsenal Team of the Season team, is just trying to make the best possible Arsenal team. If that means Thomas Partey's just on the bench or on the reserves, then so be it. Gabriel Jesus, of course, we've gone through already. Miedemar, we've got 4 days to finish her. She's just the inform that gets upgraded, but of course, we've actually got a better version of her already. So with the 91 rated fantasy card, this will inevitably become fodder for me that I'll put into the exchange. We're going to put Caitlin Ford into the attacking mid connection. Unfortunately, not a great card once it's finished. Tiki-taka and rapid plus with quick step, first touch, and decent dribbling, decent pace, decent positioning and finishing, decent passing, 5-star, 3-star. Not a bad card, but it needs a little bit more, I think. Lucas Vasquez is in the Live Tots upgrade. We got him in just before he got upgraded. This card will be crazy when it's fully evoed up. And he will actually be a joy to play with whilst evoing up as well. We've got Katie McCabe in the Team of the Season Upgrade Series 1. I wanted to do Ben White, but I think I'd rather a first owner player go into these evolutions. And so McCabe will go in here and have an outstanding card by the end of it. Very, very good indeed. And then last but not least, the Bundesliga Tots. I was going to go with Goretzka to try and put a meta player in there. You guys asked me to do Gnabry because he used to be an Arsenal player. And you know what? When I looked at this card, 4-star, 5-star, can play striker, great positioning, finishing, shot power, long shots and volleys. Short pass vision is very good. Dribbling is banging. Physical's okay. Play styles are okay. It's a good card. It's a good card. So we'll do Gnabry. And of course, with the German link to Havertz, he'll get at least 1 or 2 chem points with like the right manager with the icons and stuff as well. And so Gnabry will be in there as well. And so that is a lot of upgraded needing. And so with the team looking like this, but with Russo out of the team and Allaire into the team. What does he get for chemistry? 2 chem points there. That is the squad that we are going to use. And so let's go and play ourselves some champs games. Try and get this Allaire upgraded. All right, guys, as we go into the gameplay, we have got a bumper episode for gameplay. I was 6-2 before. I think I was 6-2 before I started these games. No, it might have even been less than that. I think this one might have been the one thoroughly deserved loss that I had. So I think I was actually 5-1. Or, yeah, 5-1 at this point. And we lost to this guy. He was banging. He was very good. I think I lost to him anyway. Otherwise, I'm just confused everywhere. But what I did today that I really didn't expect to do was just sit and play through my games in one sitting after the first batch that we played for yesterday, and genuinely enjoyed myself. I know. You can actually have fun on this game. And do you know what the enjoyment came from? The enjoyment came from playing with a team of players that I love to play with, working towards an evolution, even though Allaire is not going to be in the team long term, just working towards it and enjoying it, and not caring about the result because it literally didn't matter. And sometimes I'm like, oh, I don't care about the result, and then I care about the result deeply, and I'm trying to fool myself. This time around, I was just enjoying playing with the team. It's fun learning the kind of like things that this team can do and can't do, appreciating how good certain players are. And yesterday, I spoke about, you know, now that I've got this team, I won't play with it much anymore. I think I misspoke anyway in that regard, because I always intended to still play with this team for qualifiers, champs, and rivals wins. I just didn't really think. It's just like I've got what I wanted now. You know, I've got what I wanted, and so it's like I don't know how to enjoy that going forwards. And I think that's why I enjoyed it going forwards, is because I actually played for fun today. And one of the top comments, was from M. Coops. And he says, net waits all year for an amazing Arsenal team, which I have. Although this year, we're only in May. We've still got May, June, July, August, and most of September. We still got like basically 5 months of playing this game with this team. It's great. Gets one, then says he's not going to play it much anymore. It makes me sad. Love the content though. Keep it up. I will play it a lot. One of the things that I want to do is way more RTGs, themed and timed RTGs. And a lot of those are going to be heavy gameplay related RTGs, because I want to do a lot of evolution RTGs. I've said RTGs about 7 times, but yeah, I want to do some Evo RTGs. And as we well know, evolutions are very time heavy on games required to evolve players. And so I don't know how I'm going to kind of balance it all. But today, I do this really weird thing. Let me know if you do it. Like, genuinely, I'm interested in if people do this or not. I don't get it in qualifiers, and I don't get it in rivals. But in champs, even though it's like not even a difficult game mode, I get like anxiety like to play, right? Because I don't want to go through the stress and the frustration of getting nearly 14 wins, or just coming up against, you know, toxic players, or just not enjoying myself. And so I kind of like, I try to either compartmentalize how I play or try and break down games per day. You know, I'm like, okay, we've got Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday to play these games. That's 5 a day. Then we play like 3 games and then nothing for an hour or 2, and then play 2 more games. And that's the game. And I keep doing this thing where I'm like, it's weak-minded. But I was sitting there today specifically, and I went on to stream, and I wanted to play 2 more games or 3 more games to get enough content, gameplay content for today's RTG. I was like, right, that's it. And then we'll play the rest out tomorrow. We'll just get what we get, and we won't get upset. But I was talking to the stream about how like I want to do all these other RTGs, but they're all gameplay heavy related. And I was like, damn, I've really got to get over this whole not wanting to play the game and getting, you know, too comfortable just sitting in the menus, grinding and grinding and grinding. And for what, right? For what? And so I just sat there today and I was like, let me just play. Let me just play, because It genuinely doesn't matter. That right there, by the way, what you just saw, that goal, that's why I need an aerial plus that's an Arsenal player. Because, or I wouldn't mind Cristiano Ronaldo as well. But if we had an aerial plus player that I could do that with, it would add another dynamic to how we could play and really help us with getting wins in champs, in rivals, in qualifiers. But yeah, so because of how much I enjoyed playing today, I'm actually really looking forward to developing this team as much as possible, getting the best Arsenal players past and present that we can, still having fun with other cards, but just actually playing the game a lot more. And if I can maintain my composure like I did today, because today was a weird day. I streamed all my games. I lost some games. I kept composure. I lost a couple of games to really not bad players, but average players, average champs players anyway, in really bad gameplay. It was really frustrating because I really, really, really wanted to win those games. And obviously with the one DC loss as well, it's like frustrating. However, no matter what I was doing today, it was a fun time. And like I said, today was the first day on FC24 that I genuinely felt like I played this game for fun, and I could feel it internally as well. And so, well, on this account, because obviously like the lowest rated RTG and stuff like that is a bit different, but on this account. And so, yeah, that was the loss that you saw there. That was one of those losses against somebody who was just awful. It was really heavy gameplay, really bad. I had 7 ping in that game as well, and yet it was still really, really awful gameplay. And we just moved straight into the next game. Not stressed, not fussed, not frustrated, and just went and got a win straight away, which was good. A Wispy Cloud says, I would love to see a Meta Evo RTG. Yeah, I think for me, it's weird that it's taken me so long this year, but Evos are something I love in this game. RTGs are definitely things, something that I love to do as well. And yet, other than the lowest rated RTG, which Josh done a lot of the legwork at the start, doing like squad battles games and stuff, I haven't done anything around evolution-based RTGs. And a meta RTG would be good. But I've got a few, like 3 or 4 other really fun ideas for themed Evo RTGs that I think you guys are going to love and should lessen the burden of like trying to find content for the Arsenal Road to Glory, because I was sitting there thinking, what am I going to do tomorrow? I've finished my champs games now. There's nobody cares about Bundesliga. Like, what am I going to do for tomorrow? Well, it doesn't matter anymore. Guys, we've got ideas. We've got ideas. Dragon says, Alex, what chem style do I put on Leroy Sané? Stop. I don't understand. Glenders says, Trickster Plus and Acrobatic Plus is also broken. You are correct. Garnacho round the box or in it, flicking up, then holding L2 and shooting to scissor kick, always flies over the top of the keeper and into the net. So, I have a viewer, a long-time viewer called Alistair, and I was a couple of months ago discussing, like I was struggling, right? I couldn't score goals. And somebody had said to me about doing Trickster into Acrobatic and how OP it is, and I kept trying it and I couldn't do it. He messaged me on Discord and showed me some of his goals. And he was like, I think he gets like 16 plus wins every weekend, and he's like 90% of my goals are scored from Acrobatic and Trickster combined, and literally just flicking up and volleying it. And it's not necessarily something that I would want to just hard focus on, because I think if I just kept scoring that way specifically every single time and kept forcing the play through that, I'd end up losing games that I should be winning because I'm trying to do something that wasn't on, and it would just get a bit monotonous and boring, and I would get bored of doing it. But it is nice if I can figure out how to kind of do it. It is nice to have that in the arsenal of like a good way to, another way to score a goal, basically. Like, it would be good. We got So Rare Elbow, who says, So Rare RTG, start off with players who are not in the top 5 leagues, but in the game week you decide to start, put the top scorer from each position you have in your gallery for that game week. I would like that. I think my So Rare viewers would like that, but I don't think the FC24 viewers that don't know what So Rare is would give to about that. Race to Glory, says Nathan. Another Race to Glory with someone, Nep. Really enjoyed those. The biggest issue with Race to Glory, and this was the second game that I lost in bad gameplay, guys. It was really another frustrating one, but it is what it is. But yeah, the issue with I loved recording Race to Glory. I did one with Nick, one with Bateson. I reached out to a lot of people, a lot of content creators, and asked if they wanted to be part of Race to Glory, and some people just ignored me. I was like, that's cold. But I get it. People are busy, right? Some people said no. Some people said yes, but later down the line. And the issue with Race to Glory is some of the ideas that Josh had planned, I don't know what they are, of course, because I'm not privy to it early, required like 4 to 6 hours of somebody's time in the same block. And people just can't give that sort of time up. So it's a bit of a shame. But I think these themed / timed RTGs are going to take the place of that, and everybody's going to be happy about that for sure. Steven says, I've done about 181s this week and haven't got one blue, but last week they were dropping all the time. Yeah, it's weird this week. It is weird this week. I packed so many Prem players. Like big team of the seasons. We got Son, we got Shaw like 5 times or 6 times. We got Saka, of course. We got Gabriel 4 or 5 times. I can't even remember who else I packed. I packed Allison like 8 times. Like, you know, we packed so many Premier League tops, men and women's, and even the mixed team as well. We packed so many of those too. And it was easy. It was easy. They were coming out like crazy. The Bundesliga, not only am I struggling to pack them, when I do, they're just the worst ones. And it's weird because it's not just me, but I've seen a lot of people say, I can't pack the Bundesliga tots. And although there are definitely some good Bundesliga tots players, let me just grab them up on my screen here. Although there are definitely some good Bundesliga tots players, Harry Kane, yes. Grimaldo, yes. Wirtz, yes. Royce and Frimpong, yes. Goretzka, still extinct. Upamecano, yes. Musiala, yes. Alphonso Davies, yes. There are loads of trash bag ones. Obel, Sancho, Boniface, not trash bags, but cheap. Schlotterbeck, Xhaka's 100k now. Marlon, Jurassi, Tapsoba, Anton, Adeyemi. That's just the men's team. Let alone the women's team and this team of the season mixed team too. You've got Ronaldo, who's extinct. You've got Riyad Mahrez at 550k. You've got Balotelli at 140k and Fred at 450k. You've then got Pavlovic, Walker-Peters, Vertonghen, Davis, and Acosta, and Pepe, who are all basically discard, and then Veerman, who's 50k. And I don't know how I'm not... Like, I have packed Pavlovic once, and Balotelli that I got today in those 83 plus picks post 6 PM content. I haven't packed any of the other ones of those players in so many upgrades. And so... I don't understand why. It's way harder to pack these Bundesliga team of the seasons. But I also don't, like, I was sat there this morning, I came into my office, and the first thing I did was open up my web app and thought, let me just grind some player picks and exchange. And I did it for about 5 minutes. And I was like, what am I doing? I don't, like, okay, I would like Grimaldo. I would like Xhaka. I would like Ronaldo. But other than those 3, I actually don't care about the players. I don't care. I don't want any of them. I don't need any of them. I'm happy with my team. And so I just stopped because I was like, I don't need to be like dumping, you know, 2, 3, 4 hours of my time every day into menu grinding. I did it during Prem Tots because I really wanted those Prem Tots. There's no need. There's no need, is there, to do it otherwise? Anyway, the next comment is from DGNN8ZT. He says, it would be nice to have the same players with different playstyle attributes in the same way other games have skill trees or have them randomly preset so everyone has a slightly different version. Yeah, we've been talking quite deeply, not like emotionally deeply, but just a lot and in depth about evolutions and how they are and how we'd like them to be and whether that would be good for the game or not a lot recently. And there is so much EA could do to make Evos a lot better. But, and it's actually quite hilarious because right now, this team that we've got here, I don't think we have really any Evos in it. Gabriel, we got Evo'd up. McCabe, we will Evo up. Martinelli will be Evo'd up. But other than that, everyone's like a team of the season. And so my Arsenal Evo RTG has really, really dropped with the number of Evos we've got, which I'm still enjoying it. You know, I'm still liking playing with a team a lot. But, yeah, it's a really peculiar one that my team's gone from like full Evo to none Evo. And I don't know how to handle that. That's just kind of struck me a little bit there. But we've been talking a lot about evolutions. And, yeah, it's like what the next comment that my eyes just glanced over was from Sean Thompson. And he says, I'm still waiting to Evo my base Stoichkov that I have had since the start of the game. Kind of sad, to be honest. And it really is kind of sad. Has Stoichkov not been Evoable even one time? Now, he has got better versions. You know, he's got his FUT birthday card. He's got his Winter Wildcard card. Winter Wildcard one's not very good. Base Stoichkov, nothing. Nothing for base Stoichkov. Maybe there was one. I feel like there was one, but maybe I'm wrong. I think FUT.gg have changed the way their Evo situation works. And so you kind of have to check everything in the Evo lab now, don't you? So I don't know. I don't necessarily. Let me just get it here. Stoichkov. Yeah, nothing. There's none. Which is mad. Absolutely mad. And that's one of the big problems with evolutions is that now, you know, from EA's perspective, I think it's not a problem per se because they want you to go to the store, but evolutions have been banging and there's been some cracking Evos to the point where somebody like that Stoichkov could be really, really good for somebody. El Boel says, can you make a video about how to do the exchange grind? Yes, it has been made. Depending on when you're watching this video, it may already be live on this channel. It will be live on this channel around 2 a.m. or 3 a.m. UK time, so about 5 or 6 hours after this one's been uploaded. And yeah, we will get that one there. Joshua says, I'm waiting for Evo for 84 rated cards that have 2 Playstyle Plus to make them usable. Yeah, and that's one of the issues we have on the lowest rated Evo RTG, is we've got a bunch of cards that are like 50 to sort of 70 rated with 2 Playstyle Pluses that we can't put in any Evos because we require 1 Playstyle Plus as a maximum and sometimes none as a maximum to upgrade cards. And it's really mad when you see a card with like, you know, 20 in every category for stats, but has Travella and First Touch Plus. And so EA are like, yeah, no. And I'm there like, look, you could give me like plus 60 on every stat on this guy and he would still be garbage. Like, let me Evo him. Joseph says, I think the issue with Evos is that EA give us so many previously to take average cards to good rated cards with 2 Playstyle Pluses. Now with all the Evos coming out, now limiting the cards we can submit to 1 Playstyle Plus, it means the cards we previously Evo'd are pointless. What's the harm in releasing an Evo, not adding a Playstyle Plus or just one? Yeah, I agree with you. And one of the things that we spoke about on stream today was Evo regret, right? There are so many cards that I wish I didn't do because if I missed an Evo, you know, 2 months ago on a card, I could have Evo'd them now 2 weeks ago and got a way better version. And there's not, I don't know what solution there is to remedy that because, you know, EA probably don't even know what Evos they've got coming, like, in the long term. So I don't know how we'd necessarily remedy that. However, what would be good is if we could just Evo multiple versions of the same card. You know, I know we can now, but you have to discard one or submit one into an SBC. I know we can Evo multiple versions of the same player, but different version types. So you can Evo like Nketiah's gold card, then Nketiah's inform, no problem at all. But if I could just Evo Nketiah, his regular gold card, and have 3 or 4 or 5 different versions in my club, I can pick and choose as different Evos come, which one to like further take forwards. And although it won't be the same specific version of Nketiah that I'm constantly Evoing, it will give me options and make me feel in control. And I think that's what the biggest issue with Evos is like, I really would like to take my first owned gold Arsenal team from the start of the game and be playing with it 8, 9, 10 months later, all like juiced up to the nines because of evolutions through a journey, right? I'd love to do that. I don't think that's ever really going to happen because EA don't want people doing that because, you know, the theory is that they won't go to the store. But that's what I want. Now, here we go, guys. As you saw there, we got to 64 out of the 67 points. This is me 15 and 4. 15 is the most we've ever got in champs, of course. We've been at 15 and 4 once before. I've hit 15 otherwise a couple of times when I had no games. You know, it was my last game to get it. And the first thing that's a bit frustrating is we got that disconnect loss. And I lost 2 games deservedly. And no, 1 game deservedly, sorry. And I got 2 losses that were really tough, really tough. However, as I said, I was enjoying playing this game this weekend until this game. I am 99.9% sure this was a stream sniper. He paused it for a full pause right at kickoff, which is a short, usually a whatever you want to feel like. It's usually a sign, right? And then after he went 1-0 up in like the 25th minute or whatever, he literally tried to hold the ball around the back line for the rest of the game. I did manage to get back into the game, but I was already flustered at this point, and it's disappointing because I had loads of chances in this game to win this game, and you can probably tell by the tone of how I'm speaking that it didn't end well. I ended up losing the ball with Ben White there after I pressed pass. It didn't register the pass. It's a good ball from this guy into the box. You know, it was a good ball. And then this is just poor from EA. Look how much space Watkins has got. He's one man in a box with eight defenders, and he's got so much space. So he made it 3-1. We pulled it back to 3-2 right at the end with William Saliba there grabbing that header for 3-2, but it was just too little too late. And although we got 15 and 5, I played my best FC24 this weekend with this team. I enjoyed myself more than I ever have before. And 15 and 5 with a DC loss and 2 losses where I feel like I really should have done better gives me hope that 16 with this Arsenal team is entirely possible, especially once we get the extra Evos up. So with that being said, guys, 15 wins on the board for us today. Let's go and get our Bundesliga rewards. Let's get these rewards. Rank 4. It's not bad. It's not bad. We've got some good stuff here. The Bundesliga Team of the Season 3-player pack as well. We want Granit Xhaka. We want Alex Grimaldo. I'd love Harry Kane or potentially Boniface as well. But mostly we want Grimaldo and Xhaka. So come on, EA. Hook us up, baby. Yeah, they never was going to, was they? I'm going to take Marlon because he used to play for Arsenal at like academy level, I believe. And he's got the trickster power shot combination, which I really like. So we'll take Marlon. I'd be surprised if I didn't just pack him at some point either anyway. And then... Wow. Wait, is Kingsley Coman... Wow. Is he expensive? I don't even know. He's not. He's only 93 rated, so I'm not sure if he's a good player or not. Kingsley Coman is worth... I'm going to be so disappointed here, aren't I? 500k. Damn. That's pretty nice. Adeyemi I don't care about. Kobel and Tara I've got already. Kobel. Kingsley Coman, 5-star, 5-star. Can play right mid as well. Great pace. Great dribbling. Very good physicals. Relentless. Rapid, quick step. Whip pass, pick. That's a good card. That is a good card. Kingsley Coman and Marlon in the bank. That's all right. Wait, does one of them fit into the Evo? Or do both of them fit into... wait, I have already used all my Evos. I think, anyway. I'm pretty sure I would have... yeah. Obviously, if I've got an Arsenal player, I'm gonna do the Arsenal player in the Evo. Right. We have got an 83... No, an 85 by 3. No blue. That's sad. That is sad. I don't even know if these are worth selling. Like, less than 10,000 coins. I don't need the coins. So we'll put them into the exchange and we'll sell Cancelo. We get the 50k and the 100k pack. No, 100k and an ultimate pack. I've been living on 11 win rewards for too long. Alhanoglu, go. Walsh can go. Everything else can be discarded. Should have checked for an 84 that was valuable there. There's quite a few of them. An ultimate pack. No team of the season here either. We get Basha, Navas, Acuna. Otherwise, all discardable. This is one of these weeks, right, where I don't even want to say this wasn't worth it or anything, because I've actually thoroughly enjoyed playing the games this week. Apart from that one last game that was a bit sweaty and a bit stressy, I've actually just enjoyed my time playing the game. And so sometimes you play a weekend league and you come out of it so stressed and so nervous and your energy levels are all over the place and you're like, man, it wasn't worth it. But this week, I enjoyed it. So it doesn't matter what we get. Swiss. Goal. Wow. Hey, this is going to be probably Sancho. Probably Sancho, right? Obel. The fact that he's the face card is huge. Kobel and Tar. God damn it. It is Kobel, Tar, and Tapsoba. And so there you go. That is going to be the end of the video for today. If you did enjoy it, be sure to leave a like, rating, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. For now, guys, I'm out. Peace.